Happy New Year! I mean, maybe not. I'm recording this in November, so it's not Happy New Year for you personally, but it is time for your business to start its annual planning for 2025. Hey, I'm Morgan Davis. I'm a health and wellness attorney based in Raleigh, North Carolina. Let's talk about how to keep your business protected and thriving. Some people don't think that annual planning is fun. I love annual planning. I love goal setting. I love dreaming about what I'm going to want for the future and making all the plans. And so I love this time of year. In addition to that, annual planning is necessary for a lot of reasons. Listen, I'm a mom of a toddler, and so Sesame Street is like a huge part of my life at this moment. And I love in Sesame Street when they talk about plan the play and play the plan.
Plan the play, then play the plan.
It applies to business, guys. Like, it's not just for your toddler's playtime, right? You need to figure out where you want your business to go and how you're going to get there. And that's not just like aspirational talk. I hear you saying now, I don't have time for that. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to make money. That's not a plan, right? I love that plan. It's great. It can be part of your plan. It's not a plan. Why is it important? One, because if you don't have a direction, very hard for your business to do well if you don't know which way you're rowing the boat in, right? Two, it's really good for you to do that, especially depending on your corporate structure. For example, if you are a limited liability company, as most of you are, or you're a C Corp, annual planning is a necessary component of your business so that in the event you are audited by the IRS or sued by somebody else and they try to pierce the corporate liability veil that protects you personally from anything your business does, one of the ways that the court will examine whether or not you are in fact operating separately from your business, meaning you are operating your business in a way that says, hi, I'm over here a person, but my business is over here operating totally separate from me, so you shouldn't be able to hold me, the person, accountable for anything my business does. One of the factors it looks at is, do you sit down and have an annual planning session for your business every year? Do you have an operating agreement? Do you document these things? Do you document when decisions are made by you and your business partners? If not, you should be. Public service announcement. Do some annual planning for your tax and corporate liability. It's good for you. So let's talk about how I like to, the layers of things that I like to look at when it comes to annual planning. All right? This is similar to any of you homeowners out there. The things you should be looking at every year, right? You check the foundation. Do you have cracks in your foundation? Because if you do, your house is built on cracks, people. It's a bad thing. Similar, your business. What is the foundation of your business? It's your corporate governance documents. It's your filing with the state, filing with the IRS, and yes, your operating agreement and partnership agreement. We have talked about operating agreements before. They are so important, guys. Please do not operate a business without one. And don't make them yourself, right? You can do that. But let me tell you, here's what happens when you make an operating agreement yourself, especially at the outset, and if you have partners, this is almost always true. Everybody loves each other. Everybody's like, we're never going to split up. It's forever. And then inevitably somebody disagrees, or somebody doesn't pull their weight, or something goes wrong, or horror, horror among horrors, somebody dies, or somebody moves to a different continent. Who knows? Bottom line, the company needs to make some changes. And nobody can agree about how those changes are made or who owes what money and da-da-da-da. But if you have an operating agreement, you can make all those decisions up front. And then a lot of those worries go away. So key document, and something you should review at every annual planning session. Then you need to check your roof, right? Have you had a lot of storms? Do you live in Florida or recently Western North Carolina? Do you have hail damage, right? In the case of your business, this is looking at your insurance policies. It's looking at your employment contracts. It's looking at your other legal and risk documents that keep you from out under the rain, right? Does your current policy cover what you're actually doing? Do you need more coverage? Do you need less coverage? Are you in fact in compliance with the law? Do you have employees and you don't have workers' comp insurance? Do you have employment agreements, but you didn't actually have anybody sign an NDA or a non-compete? All things to consider. Next, checking your air conditioning or your HVAC unit, right? What does that mean in your business? This is your expenses. This is your temperature gauge. How are we doing? Profits and losses. But really, what am I spending money on? What do I not need to be spending money on? What do I need to be spending money on? And where is that money coming from? And am I bringing in money from the right streams of commerce? Do I need to bring on a new stream of commerce? How am I marketing myself? All of these can be in that type of consideration. I highly recommend making this fun for yourself. Take a half day, take 2 days. It's a business expense that you can pull off at the end of the year. Talk to your CPA or when you're doing your own taxes. And go away. Leave your business, right? Take your people or just yourself or your business partners or whoever matters and go spend some time and do that before the end of this year. So you're walking into 2025 with a game plan, with an understanding of where your business is at. Finally, take some time and dream, right? Like this is the part as adult business owners where we get to use our imagination and we get to think, what do I want to happen in my business? Dream big. Take off the blinders, take off the limitations and put it all out there, right? Get it out of your mind. And then sit down and think about what are the weekly, daily, monthly, quarterly, annual things that I need to do to reach my goals. Then, yes, I'm going to say something some people find cheesy. Put it on a dream board. I love a dream board. Put it on a dream board. Why? Because when you see it, when it's a presentation for you, when it's something you see on a daily basis, that becomes your compass and you can see it every day, and then you won't lose sight of where you're going when, life takes over halfway through the year and you're in quarter 2 or 3 and you're like, I don't have any idea the business is floundering and I'm freaking out and everything's awful, right? You have the dream board there, inspire you, help you, keep your compass. Next, tell somebody about it. Tell somebody about your dream. I don't care if it's your spouse or your kids or your business partner or your employees, maybe it's everybody, maybe it's your favorite plant, it doesn't matter. Put it out there into the universe. Tell somebody because you are more likely to achieve it if you not only talk about it, think about it, write it down, and tell somebody, you are more likely to achieve it. And then what makes you almost like 90% likely to achieve it, there's like a whole math thing that comes with this. But the percentage of likely to achieve a goal you have goes up into the 90th percentile if you get yourself an accountability partner. So find somebody when you set a goal who's going to check in with you on a monthly, quarterly, annual basis and say, how you doing on that goal? Because you are much, 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 much more likely to get there if you have somebody else holding your feet to the fire, right? Maybe it's a member of your team. Maybe it's your web design team. Maybe it's a whole bunch of other people. Doesn't matter. Find yourself an accountability partner. If you need help with any of this before now and the end of the year, I would love to help you. As you can tell, I really like this stuff. So give me a call. Let's talk about your annual plan. Let's talk about your corporate governance documents. Let's talk about the foundation, all the different parts of the house of your business. I would love to help you to walk into 2025 with a beautiful plan. Happy New Year.